Hello, thank you for joining us for this home buyers seminar. This couple's coming tonight, and I wonder if we can guess why. This is where they woke up this morning, and they certainly have an opinion about it, don't they? It's almost like we could overhear their conversation. He says, "Honey, the rent keeps going up on these luxury apartments. You know, if we bought a place, we could build equity. We could plant a garden. We could sleep without earplugs. We could host the holidays." He says we could get a dog. She says build equity, it's worth saying twice. How tough could it be?
And then the acronyms fall from the sky. OFA and DTI, DPA, MI, PITI, LLPA, FHA, AMI, Fannie, Freddie, FICO, LTV, FHFA, APR, Oprah, Okra. Wait, those aren't serious. But don't worry, you are in the right place. Join us for the Home Buyers Seminar, brought to you by First Ohio Home Finance, Rob Takalowski, that's me. Our title agency is Patriot Title, and our realtor is Andy Boldery from eXp Realty.
This is our meeting room. Typically the realtors show up first. Here they are. And our first guest is coming in. Oh, she's here because her neighbor loves T-Swifty till 3 a.m. every night. This gentleman's here. He can't get a date while living with his parents. And this lady, she can't get a date while living with her adult children. These two are here. We remember why they're here. And this gentleman, he says, "Oh, I'm tired of making my landlord rich. And there's a chair here for you. Don't know why you're coming, but we'll be glad to help the best we can." Welcome, future homeowners. The way this is going to work is as questions come up, just text them to me. Again, I'm Rob, 443-677-1990.
And now I've got a question for you. What is the least amount of money needed out of pocket for a qualified first-time home buyer to purchase, say, a $180,000 home? First contestant, 20% down, $36,000. No, lower than that. Second person says, well, it's not 10, it's like 3.5% plus closing costs, maybe 10 grand. Well, it's lower than that still. And our third contestant, she's like, I'm like totally guessing here, but $2,500? Well, nice guess, you're getting warmer. A qualified first-time home buyer taking advantage of the 5% toward closing costs and down payment from the state of Ohio OFA program. And a good realtor will spend less than $2,000 out of pocket for their $180,000 house. Psst, we have that. Yeah, I heard that. Again. First question, what does qualified mean? Another, what's the catch? Both excellent questions. Keep in mind, any unanswered questions will be answered specifically for you when I invite you to my lime green office. Wait, I don't have a window. Oh, much better. To my lime green office. Looking forward to meeting you in person. And you're welcome to text any questions or text to set up an appointment now or when we're done to talk real estate or to get set up with your real estate agent. Call or text, I'm Rob, 443-677-1990. And now, back to our seminar. Mortgage concept number 1. First time sometimes means not in the past 3 years. Like when my boss said, today was the first time I was in the office before him, he really meant today was the first time in 3 years I was in the office before him. An applicant qualifies as a first-time home buyer if they have not been on title of a home for the past 1, 2, 3 years. Concept number 2. Your total monthly payment has a name. What a pity. PITI. That's principal, interest, taxes, and insurances, and condo association fees if applicable. One more time, PITI, principal, interest, county real estate taxes, homeowners insurance, mortgage insurance, and condo and homeowner association fees if applicable. Mortgage concept number 3. You qualify for a monthly payment, not a purchase price. This is due to the fact that real estate county taxes differ from county to county. Think of it this way. In a county with higher taxes, your monthly PITI, your payment will be higher, your buying power will be lower. And in a county with lower taxes, you have a lower payment, you will have a greater or higher buying power. Buyers qualify for a payment, not a purchase price. Think of two houses. Maybe they're across the street from each other, but they're in different counties. They're the same price, but due to the different taxes per month, the PITI is different and different qualification requirements to buy that house. A payment, not a price. That makes sense now. Mortgage concept number 4. Buying power, the maximum purchase price for which you will qualify, is determined by credit, income and debt, and money. This is the source and amount of money that you're spending on closing costs and down payments, and maybe some then left over. Credit, the score and the history, helps determine your interest rate, the loan type, FHA or conventional, the down payment percentage requirement, the closing costs, and whether or not you even get down payment assistance. Now, rate affects the payment, thus the buying power. The loan type can affect the required down payment and the closing costs. And the other 3, the down payment percentage, the closing costs, and if you're getting down payment assistance, all of that affects the amount of money needed out of your pocket to buy the house. BMI is body mass index. As I was saying, BMI is body mass index and has nothing to do with buying a house. But DTI does. Debt to income, DTI. The percentage of income that go toward debt is called debt to income ratio, or DTI. And debt and income, as determined for a mortgage, might be different than what you think. Overtime and commission need a 2-year history to count. Student loans and deferment, we still use a number. It's 0.5% of the total balance. To get down payment assistance from the state of Ohio, known as OFA, you'll need at least 2 of the credit scores per applicant when we pull them for the purpose of getting a mortgage to be 650, 650. However, better would be 680. Do you want to know why? Aw, that warms my heart. Your debt to income is 45% max when your score is between 650 and 679. However, above 680, your max DTI is 50%. And how big a difference is that? First, let me show you how we use DTI, and then I'll show you an example. Let's assume that you make $4,000 a month, and your qualifying mid-score is 681. That means your DTI is 50%. We can use 50% of $4,000 toward all debt. That's $2,000. And let's also assume that you have a car payment of $325 and Your minimum credit card payments add up to $125. You have no student loans, no other debt, didn't co-sign here or there. Your allowable debt is $2,000. Back out the $325 and the $120. And $1,555 is your max allowable PITI payment. Now, let's compare that to if your credit score were 3 points lower at 679, we'd take the same $4,000, we'd back out the same $445, but the DTI is 45%, $1,800 is the most that goes toward debt, and your payment couldn't be more than $1,355. So how much more per month can go toward your housing payment? In this example, it's not one, but it's two Benjamins. Benjamin Franklin is on the $100 bill, so that's $200. And how much more will $200 qualify you for? Well, assuming the FHA rates and 3.5% down, 5% down payment assistance, $75 a month homeowner insurance, a payment of $1,355, $175 toward taxes, that'll buy you a house for $149. The $1,555 payment, of which $200 goes toward taxes, can buy you a house for $173,000. That's a $24,000 difference for those 3 FICO points. If taxes were higher, then the buying power increase would not be as much. And here are the numbers. You're welcome to pause the video and look at them as long as you want, or give me a call and we'll talk about today's rates. And if you'd like to know how much $149 or $249 or really any amount buys you in the area that you're looking, reach out to Andy Bouldry. Besides being a nice guy, he's a great realtor. His phone number is 330-461-5251. And if you've got a lower mid score, we'll talk about how much you need to save, how we can get the score up, and we might be able to help with that. My bank won't do that. Yeah, I hear that a lot. So far, we've covered a lot. Remember, we're going to be by your side this whole journey, right, realtors? Oh yeah, every step. More questions? This one says, so what is the process? What's the first step? Believe it or not, you're doing the first step right now, becoming familiar with the concepts and terms of the mortgage process. So hooray for you. You deserve a standing O. Here are the ABCD overview of home buying. A, Albert Einstein, Abraham, Abe Lincoln. A is for assemble a team. B, you are pre-approved. Become pre-approved. C, that's a computer with some houses. Choose with the team which houses to see. And then D, there's some money on there. D says, decide if you want to make an offer, defer to the lender about qualifying, defer to the realtor about how much and other terms. Then you win the bid, you either move in or you... The process in more detail is this. We talk, we get you qualified or on a path to become qualified. Together, you and I talk to the realtor and we set realistic expectations, what I call realtoristic expectations. The realtor sets you up on a portal to get real estate data in real time, almost. And once qualified, you send us an address you might like to see. I run the numbers, and if it makes sense, you and the realtor set up a time to go see that house. When you and I talk, I'm the lender. We're going to talk about your job and earning history, your credit score, your credit history, your debt, money in the account or coming into the bank account, your monthly payment that you'd be okay with. If everything tracks, we pull credit, and if acceptable, we send you out shopping. And if not, we get our trusty calculator, we get our calendar, we make a plan, and we make a budget, and you start to pay off some debts to help your DTI, You increase your credit score maybe by paying down balances or waiting out past issues. Maybe you need some time to bank some more money. Whatever needs to be done. It might take a month. It might take a whole lot longer. So it's my job to keep track of changing requirements, explain everything to the level you want to know, to qualify you, and if not, make a plan to get you there. Introduce you to realtors like Andy Baldry from eXp Realtor, who've been specially trained to work with first-time home buyers. And with a realtor, walk with you from now until the day you get your keys to your new house. That's not it. Until you get the keys to your new house. Oh, much better. And now time for a shameless plug for Andy at eXp Realty, Rob, that's me, at First Ohio Home Finance, and the fine folks at Patriot Title Agency. This gentleman is thinking, he says, my credit is almost 800. I wonder what my payment is. And maybe you're wondering what your payment would be if you've got great credit, 740 or higher. Most folks want to know two things: the cash out-of-pocket requirement and what the monthly payment would be. So for today, I'll use $75 a month for homeowners insurance and $2,000 a year for taxes, no condo, no association fees. I'm also assuming you're going to pay 1% more, but get that 1% back in seller concessions. That'll reduce your cash out-of-pocket requirement. A quick word about numbers. When I say money out of pocket, well, that includes things like the appraisal fee, the good faith or earnest money down. It includes the closing costs, the down payment, the prepaids like the taxes. It does not include the home inspection. In addition, you may be required to have maybe 2 months of PITI on hand after closing in reserves, especially if you have lower credit scores. Money should not be cash. It cannot be loans. It might be able to be gift funds. You know about monthly payment. If not, that's a pity. The Jesuits insisted that I show my work, so all the numbers will be available in a few slides. At that time, you can pause and review the slides as long as you'd wish. These are based on May of 2023 rates. It's number time. Asking price for a $180,000 home for this gentleman with a mid-score above 740. He can pay $94.11 at closing and $14.41 a month for his payment, or he could pay $276 out of pocket and a payment of $15.62. He says, hey, I've got $276 with me now. I'll take it. For the couple with the mid score of 650. She thinks, honey, rent's going up to $1,600. If the payment's less than that, we should do it. I remind them that the out-of-pocket is less than $2,000. We know. We were paying attention. What's the payment? The monthly payment is, yes. The monthly payment is called PITI. Very funny. What's the payment? The monthly payment is $15.94. That's right, with mid-score of 650. The monthly payment is $15.94, and oh my gosh, he's doing the dab. And if you have a lower score in the low 600s, you'd need about $15,000 out of pocket. Down payment assistance is not available, and at the lower score, it increases the cost of the rate and some of the other fees. The payment might be $1,500. These are the numbers. You're welcome to pause the video and study them, or better yet, give me a call. We can quote today's rates and explain any numbers to your heart's content. We've got a question coming in. It says, why hasn't my bank explained all this? Well, I don't know your bank. I do know something about some of the brick and mortar banks, the regionals, the large, the small. They focus their business on deposits and depositors. Many are not even signed up with the down payment program called OFA, and scores below 700 make them a little nervous. This question asks, what's the catch? Oh, great question. Instead of the word catch, let's use the word details, okay? And here are the details. First-time home buyers can take advantage of OFA with either 5% toward down payment and closing costs at a rate that's a little bit above market, or you can take a below market interest rate. If you take the down payment assistance, OFA will want you in the house and one of their loans for 7 years, or they're going to ask for the money back. If you're unlikely to stay in the home for 7 years, this offer might not be right for you. And finally, you need to invest about 40 minutes for a first-time homebuyer mini class and to do a budget and a phone call. So what's next? We should probably get to know each other a little bit. Stay tuned, and Andy the Realtor will introduce himself. I'm Rob, and as you can see, I like to put the fun in funding, but I'm really serious about your mortgage. Call or text if you'd like either of us to help in this process. And either way, best wishes and much success to you in this home buying process.
Hey, it's Andy Boldry from eXp Realty. Just wanted to take time to say thank you for watching our video and learning about the exciting process of becoming a first-time homeowner. We're looking forward to working with you and making your acquaintance. If you should have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out at 330-461-5251. That is my cell number. You can text or call that. Again, the number is 330-461-5251. And again, thank you so much for checking out our video and learning more about this process. Take care and have a great rest of your day.
And our legal team wants to make sure I share the following. Number one, rates change, and the rates today are most likely different than the rates that are in this video. And the purpose of this video was educational. You should not consider yourself pre-approved or pre-qualified based simply on watching this video. And then there's our NMLS numbers and the address I work out of and the phone numbers. And finally, thank you, and thank you, and thank you. If you've found anything that you want to tell me could be done better, please give me a call and let me know.